Good morning, afternoon, and or evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Game, and I'm here today to bring you the Nintendo Switch presentation Condensed Conference. Now, we start off with telling you that if you're watching this, you're probably saving yourself a good bit of excruciating pain, because this conference was awkward as hell. But the point of this is to be quick, and so we shall. Starting with the countdown beginning from 60 to 1, we're not going to do the whole thing here. Then President Tatsumi Kimishima makes an opening statement talking about, Nintendo, Switch, as you would expect. The launch date is given. It is earlier than anyone expected at the 3rd of March 2017. The RRP is $299.99, so $300 essentially. There was no European price given, but we can safely assume it'll be around the same, maybe a little bit more. Then they went on to talk about online services, the multiplayer smart device app that can connect to the Switch with a free trial period for the online and then paid for in the fall of 2017. Yeah, there's some weird rumours going about that at the moment, but right now we don't have any proper details. Region locking has been done away with, so now the consoles are no longer region locked. The Switch will be free. Not as in price, just from free of the shackles of region locking. Shinya Takahashi, the leader of software dev at Nintendo, takes the stage and talks about Nintendo's heritage and its evolution over the years. The Switch has a touchscreen with motion controls and more. TV mode is when you can play it on the TV. Tabletop mode is when you play it with a kickstand on the back, play with the Joy-Cons. And handheld mode is when you attach the Joy-Cons to the Switch itself and take it with you. Now, the battery life, which has been a hot topic, is between 2.5 and 6.5 hours. Now, that depends on the game you're playing, and supposedly, according to Alana Pierce's Twitter, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will be about 3 hours, not on charge. You can still play the Switch whilst it's charging, so again, if you're not out for too long, that's not that big of a deal. But yeah, the low end of that is lower than I'd like it to have been. The capacitive touch panel is on the screen. There is Wi-Fi for multiplayer battles. 8 systems can be connected for local wireless multiplayer. And then we have general development producer Yoshiaki Oizumi. I could be butchering that name, but he takes the stage and talks about the Joy-Cons in more depth. And I believe I said Yoshiaki, yeah. He demonstrates the Joy-Cons in a live setting, which is the first time we've had that proper feel for them. There is an NFC reader built into the Joy-Con for amiibos and such. There is a capture button on the Joy-Con, so Nintendo are opening themselves up properly to streaming, because, hey, you can't stop people nowadays, really. Nintendo are now allowing the capturing of content, as we've just discussed. Then you can prepare video on Joy-Con features. I don't know why I put there. Oh, okay. Yeah, they did a video on the Joy-Con features as a little bit of a sizzle reel. There will be colour variations of blue and red. There will be straps like for the Wii controllers, because it has IR cameras that measure distance and recognise shapes in its motion controls. They have a HD rumble feature, which apparently has a more precise rumble. Again, it's supposed to feel immersive. Whatever. Right. Point is, the first game reveal came up next. There were 2 cowboys and a tense stare down, and it's called 1-2 Switch, where it seems like you play it through the feel of the Joy-Con controllers. Party game designed to bring in the casuals. It's all good. Then Koichi Kawamoto, the man behind 1-2 Switch, takes the stage and talks about it in greater depth. The depth of something where you feel a controller and basically have a duel with somebody. The idea is to read their next move, and that will be a launch game. Another game where a handsome dude walks, then an attractive woman walks forward, and they both grow crazy boxing arms. And conveniently, the name of that game is Arms, and it does look pretty cool, actually. Whereas 1-2 Switch, not so much. Then, Kosuke Yobuki explains more about Arms. It's like a shooter mixed with a fighter, the way you actually play the game. There's lots of interesting motion mechanics featuring twisting the gyroscope and whatnot inside the Joy-Cons. And it's releasing in spring 2017, so, I wonder if that's launch. I don't think it is. Either way, I'm assuming not release day, but maybe they've confirmed by now. Splatoon makes an appearance, and it's Splatoon 2, a full sequel. Hisashi Nogami takes the stage to talk more about it. Turf War 4-on-4 traditional battles are back with new maps and whatnot. New weapons, the Splat Dualies, which are dual pistols. There's new special weapons after spraying the surrounding ground. And the controls you can use are the Joy-Con, the Pro Controller, and it's playable on TV and handheld modes. Then we have... and the Splatoon 2 release date is apparently sometime in summer 2017. Updates will come after the launch as well. The more important news, Mario is seen in a real city? Mario's getting more freedom in this brand new title, Super Mario Odyssey, the new sandbox Mario game. The theme is apparently it's a journey to an unknown world, hence Odyssey. Mario leaves the Mushroom Kingdom to see new sights. His cap has eyes, Bowser looks swanky as hell, and the eyes on that cap look a bit weird. But, we'll see how that plays out. Either way, new Mario in holiday 2017, so we've got a ways to wait yet, but it looks pretty cool. Monolith Soft come up with the trailer. It's Xenoblade clearly, but which one is it going to be? Well, it's Xenoblade 2. I assume Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So not X. I don't think we're going to have huge mechs, which is the big thing I liked, but cool. Xenoblade 2? Fine. Team Ninja come up. It's a Fire Emblem Warriors game from Koei Tecmo. So there you go, another Warriors game. I like those. Don't know how you feel. Third-party games, they say there's 80 games in development. Square, with their little touch on Dragon Quest 10 and 11, it's coming out in Japan, as well as Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2 coming for the Switch. Then a brief early development, like not even trailer con, like a quick sizzle teaser for Shin Megami Tensei on its 25th anniversary, so apparently you'd assume 5 maybe? But it's super early apparently. Then... Square again return with a classic turn-based JRPG with yet another crazy name, Project Octopath Traveler. So I am assuming from that, myriad ways that your story can go, the way the narrator was talking, someone needs to stop these people with the names. Toshihiro Nagashi from Sega takes the stage and says practically nothing. He comes out and says, yeah, well, we're going to do stuff for the Switch. See ya. And he's gone. So, alright. And that kicks off a bizarre series of people essentially doing that. Todd Howard comes out and says, well, not comes out, he's on a pre-recorded video, and says, Bethesda have confirmed Skyrim for the Switch. So, Skyrim on the go. Can't hate that, that's pretty cool, even if it is a super old game at this point. Suda51 comes out, does some real weird stuff, but that's Suda. Talks about Travis Touchdown, which... apparently signifies No More Heroes. It will be making a Switch appearance at some point in the most vague of manners. Hey, we will be doing something for the Switch, and it's going to involve Travis Touchdown. So again, just confirming support for the Switch like Nagashi and Todd. Patrick Sutherland of EA comes out to do what, well, EA do, and say, hey, FIFA's coming to the Switch. A custom version. Now, is that a dumbed-down version of whatever FIFA 18 is going to be? Or is that just saying, hey, this is going to have the handheld features? I'm going to bet on the dumbed-down version, personally. The product configuration, apparently, will include the Switch, the left and right Joy-Con, the straps, the grip, the dock, the HDMI cable, and the AC adapter. So that's what you'll get in the box on launch if you purchase it at that time. It will come in grey or it will have a red and blue Joy-Con controller. Either way, they're the same price. Personally, I like the uniform look of the grey, but hey, that's me being dull. Nintendo of Europe delivers a message about hands-on events going on. Then Nintendo of America delivers a message featuring Reggie Fils-Aimé. He's ever the showman. And he has a little moment with Aonuma and Miyamoto talking about Zelda, for which we come to the final thing that we all wanted to know, because they'd wait. Oh, God. This conference was long. It's made my wrap-up long. But The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, is confirmed for the 3rd of March, 2017. And that's all there is to it. If I've missed anything, well, I'm sorry, but my god, I sat through that conference and I never want to do that again. Thank you for watching. This has been the Condensed Conference, and I think we can narrow this down to about 10 minutes.